Has Punisher even made a difference in society? I feel like if a Punisher came to this main reality, it would be kind of fire. It would... nah. Let me take that back. Name me one time Punisher has successfully killed a mainstream villain. In the superhero community, anti-heroes are one of the more fascinating aspects, specifically when you compare them to normal superheroes and their morality. Now, there's this huge discussion and debate over which morality or ethics is better. Is the anti-hero perspective better, or is the normal superhero perspective? Of course, if you're looking at both sides, from like normal superheroes who have a no-kill rule, the normal points that people would make would be that they are either, I don't know, symbols of hope. They have to show a better example for people. They try to rehabilitate those so that they could have a second chance at being better. A lot of the times, when you look at Batman, when you look at Superman, when you look at Spider-Man, they do tend to rehabilitate their enemies and turn them into allies, and then, of course, create bigger change. But then the other's perspective, the anti-hero's perspective, is that you just gotta get rid of them, bro. There are too many ops. You got to nail them down. They gotta get put on a t-shirt, essentially. And both perspectives are valid. I love heroes and anti-heroes equally, and me personally, I don't like try to pick a side because I like them both. Anti-heroes in comics and in media tend to be a lot more, I don't want to say like, I think kind of more of the power fantasy and like more like fun, and like just like, if you look at someone like Deadpool, of course, is a lot more like comedic. If you look at the Punisher, you just get like rejoice seeing Punisher get rid of these enemies. But then I feel like when you look at superheroes like a Spider-Man, a Batman, a Captain America, of course, Captain America did kill in the war, but now in the modern day, he makes an effort to not to. And they tend to inspire not only the people in the universe, but like looking at it from a meta perspective, the outside, right? The people, the viewers themselves. Like, I have gotten so much chills listening to like Captain America and Superman speeches of just trying to get people to be better. And yeah, this discussion I want to talk about is the anti-hero ideology just truly better than superheroes? And honestly, I'm just going to say it completely just flat out. No, they're not. The no killing rule, bar none, is the best for superhero media. I don't care. Like, let's be completely honest. Anti-heroes, yes, you may agree with their ideology, but like, from a viewer perspective, Batman and Spider-Man are more successful than any of those other anti-heroes for a couple reasons, and one of them is they don't kill their villains, and because they have a huge rogues gallery of great and developed characters. I don't see Punisher with a Joker or with a Scarecrow level character. I don't see Deadpool with a Dr. Octopus or a Green Goblin. And honestly, half the fun of this, like those comics, is the fact that we get to see their balanced rivalries between our main hero and villain, and something to look forward to in these comics, which kind of gives it structure. But like for like anti-heroes, they kind of like gotta really work on the hero or the anti-hero themselves to make them very compelling, which can be kind of hard if they're just a killing machine, or they just fumble the bag and just like make it just mindless nonsense, right, without trying to push anything. But it's a fine line, but you can do it. Obviously, if you look at something like a Punisher Max by Garth Ennis, some of the things that he did with there, like Joe Kelly with the Deadpool run, going through these social differences between these characters and how, yes, what they're doing, you may enjoy it, may find it fun, you may find it satisfying that these characters are killing these people, but they also talk about the social implications and how some of the negative effects these characters might have, right? They don't play it as a black and white. Those types of things I do enjoy, but a lot of people just flat out say that the no killing rule, Batman is stupid for not killing the Joker, Spider-Man is stupid for saving Green Goblin from J. Jonah Jameson from shooting him in that one arc from Dan Slott. And it's like, these characters make a lot of money. Like, taking a step back, these villains make these companies a lot of money, and without them, a lot of the just entertainment aspect of these characters would just be null and void. Batman and Spider-Man wouldn't be as interesting as they are. They wouldn't be the top of the superhero pyramid if they didn't have those iconic villains. And even if you look at the Punisher, I'm gonna ask you a question. How much do you guys really believe Punisher has made a difference? Has Punisher even made a difference in society, like in the universe? Like, let me know in the comments below. I'm not trying to be ignorant. I would like to know what you guys think and some of the evidence you guys have. But the Punisher, for being Like, a lot of people put Punisher in Batman's position, and he's like, bro, if Punisher was in Gotham, he would have that place cleaned up in a week. Gotham would be a better place. And one, that's not true. Punisher couldn't handle those Gotham ops. Two, Gotham is literally cursed, so no, that's not gonna work. And three, name me one time Punisher has successfully killed a mainstream villain in the comics, and it working and sticking. Like, the one time where he did this was in Secret Wars, where Jonathan Hickman made him go to the supervillain bar, I forgot what it was, and just massacre all of these main characters, like B stringers, C stringers, even A-listers. But then, because the universe was getting reset, it went back. It was null and void. What was the point of Punisher doing that? It was just a cool moment. Hit the notification button so you know when a new video goes live. Looking at it like for real though, nothing changes. You have to remember, this is also superhero comics. Resurrection exists. How much do you want to say that Punisher makes a difference when compared to Batman? He's not, I love Punisher, but he's not him if you want to compare him to like all these other characters. I love the Punisher, but come on now. Like, if we're looking at like how much they have impacted society for the better, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Anti-heroes, they on their worst day are a literal menace to society. You know how like J. Jonah Jameson says that about Spider-Man? Moon Knight or a Deadpool or a Punisher, not being careful, they have and can cause civilian casualties, right? And I'm gonna be honest, if I was a civilian in this universe, I would rather a Batman save me than a Punisher try to save me. Just me. I could be out of my mind. Let me know, but this is just my opinion, and I think that just breaking it down, just the no-kill rule in and of itself just leads to a lot, especially in Batman's case, and even like someone like Daredevil, it leads to a lot of internal struggle and conflict that is needed for something to be not just compelling, but just to get you thinking. When a Punisher comic is done well, I think about the ramifications of his actions, but that's not something that everyone will think about. They'll be like, oh, that's so cool, Punisher killing everyone. But if you look at a Batman scenario, when they talk about the no-kill rule, whether it be he'll never come back if he starts killing, another interpretation is that he values like human life to such a degree that he will not kill, right? He believes in the sanctity of human life to that degree. It gets people thinking, even if it gets somebody thinking in a negative way, how like, oh, they're a bad whatever it is, right? He's a bad superhero, he should be doing this and this. It gets people thinking, and that's what I love about media like this, getting into the moral implications of what it really means to be a superhero and how are you actually helping? Are you getting rid of people off the streets? Are you helping your community out? And also like how it kind of like balances out and kind of reflects into the real world, right? How is this character inspiring you to be better? Like a Superman and a Spider-Man, they inspire people to actually go out and help their neighbor, right? And I know there's a lot of Spider-Man and Superman fans who really shouldn't be fans of these characters considering how they talk online, but overall, for the most part, that's why I like superheroes that follow ethical codes more than anti-heroes in that perspective. But I feel like a lot of times, I'm just gonna throw this out there and tell me if you think this to be true as well, if anyone else agrees. I feel like people put real world ideas, and this is fiction, they put their real world ideas and beliefs and look around at what's going on in the real world and they reflect it into the media they consume, which is perfectly fine. I agree with that, but it's like, I want the media that kids will be watching to inspire them to be better. Yes, if I was in, like, if there any superhero were to come to like this reality right now, I'm gonna be honest, 100%, a lot of people gotta go. like I feel like if a Punisher came to this main reality, it would be kind of fire. It would, let me take that back. Because like, I feel like a lot of people in this reality right now need to go, but it's also like, do you know how much destruction that's going to cause somebody who doesn't care for like collateral damage? Punisher does care, but like a lot of his battles does lead to things that could be avoided. I know this happens with Superman as well, but Superman, you can't really avoid Doomsday destroying a building. I don't know about that, but like drug dealers and stuff, yeah, you can avoid them from getting into like just like all-out shootouts in the neighborhood, right? You can move that somewhere else. You can try to get them somewhere else instead of doing a shootout right there. But anyways, I digress. These characters mean a lot to people, and I identify with certain aspects of a, like say, an anti-hero. I agree with certain aspects of it, but I don't think it should be a way to put other ideologies down. And if we are going to go band for band with this, I believe superheroes with ethical codes do way more for society, both in real life and in the realities, than anti-heroes who can't kill off their cash cows. Anti-heroes can't kill off the main players, so what is the moral high ground these people who make these arguments have if they can't even do what they say that they will do if they're put in that situation? But guess what? These companies love to make money, and they will never be put in a situation to kill these characters. They'll only go after the little fish, and that's completely fine. You can still make compelling stories off of that, but don't come in here and say that these characters are inherently better than the other. But overall, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think down below? I'm really interested in this topic, and like a lot of the things, how it like reflects on real life and all that type of stuff. There's no right or wrong answer, but I would just like to hear what you guys have in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Remember, as I said before, hit post notifications so you know when a new video goes live. And yeah, see you all later.